All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the middle of reading week in -30 Canadian weather, ready to bring you some more Valorant action. This time around, we're covering the Varsity team. My name, of course, Benny Giroux. Alongside me this evening, Jamie Ollett. We are ready for some Valorant action. How you doing?
I am doing really good, man. I am so excited to see some more Valorant action. I'm excited to be back on the mic for this. It's a lot of fun. This is such a quick game, and I'm really excited to watch the varsity teams here and maybe see the comparisons on how the higher ranking players do. The academy team did pretty good, though. I mean, they already got a win tonight, so that was nice.
Yeah, absolutely. For those not in the know, the varsity team came through with sorry, not the varsity team. The academy came through with a forfeit win ahead of time, so congratulations to them. Always good to stack the W's early. Now, a bit of a difference from last semester when we had a team stacked full of immortals and top 50s and so on and so forth. A bit more of a humble team coming into today, as you can see on the screen. Starting from top to bottom, Santa 4040 comes into today in that Diamond 2 threshold, so he's going to be one of the main guys to be watching this evening. Beto comes in and Immortal 1, so he's far and away the top rank on his team. ENR comes through, where are you, as a Plat 1, so just past that gold threshold. Just hitting that gold threshold is Bot Frag for the Trojans. They come into today Gold 1, and then Skyview comes in today in the Diamond section. Looking at that, I mean, it seems like a pretty large spread of skills, so I wonder how that may or may not translate into when it comes to gameplay.
Yeah. And then I also wonder, just because I wonder if some of these players are making new accounts for these NACE games.
I wonder.
You know, as I was going through some of the rules, specifically more about the streamer side of rules, I did notice that there were rules about having to make a new player name if you found that your player name wasn't quite, you know, up to snuff.
Yeah, absolutely, fair enough. And, well, looking at it, we shouldn't be too far off. We should be close to at least getting us a map to look at. We got a server picked out at the very least, which is fantastic news for us. On the other side, no one up as high as Immortal 1, but we got a pair of diamonds in Lexi and Caitlyn available here for us today. However, I'm actually not seeing Lexi on the team right now. Taking her place is actually Sylv, who comes in as a Diamond 2. So Sylv and Caitlyn will be some of your hard hitters. We're just getting some confirmation that we may or may not be ready to go here.
Yeah.
And we get confirmation that we are ready. Skyview letting everybody know that we should get things underway. So pretty fantastic start to the day. Here in Calgary, we got a bit of a cold sweep coming through. So outside, freezing. Inside, perfect day to play video games.
Heck
and
yeah.
in our scenario, perfect day to call some video games. Because, yeah, we are going to be... Oh, they're just double-checking some server things. I was a little bit curious as to what they were talking about there, but just confirming a few server things. But anywho, perfect day to sit back and watch some video games for sure. I myself played a couple of Valorant games in preparation today, and went 1-1, which is pretty fantastic, down in the Bronze League. So nothing too insane out there for me, yeah.
I didn't lose my bot games.
There you go. That's perfect. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah. Well, while we're killing time, you want to open up some loot boxes?
No loot boxes to open this time around. We went through the...
Oh, the night market, right.
We went through the night market already, but the store refreshes every day, so we can take a look at the store. The Neo Frontier Marshal is pretty banging. We can take a look at that. Y'all are supposed to be... Oh. Don't worry about that, folks. We're just going to focus on what it is that we're looking at.
Yeah.
This is like the Texas Ranger Marshal.
Cool.
They also have a sheriff in this one as well.
I wonder what the fence
is.
Oh,
through the saloon door.
The barn door. I like the single tumbleweed. That's pretty good, too.
I know, yeah. That one's fantastic.
That's a good one.
This Karambit, this is all it is. That's all it does.
Yeah.
Okay. Go to buy it. 3,500 VP.
I'm guessing $22.
3,500 VP. You're looking at 47.
47. Oh,
yeah,
wow,
double that
man.
for the Prime Karambit. So if you see someone rocking that, just know they're $40 in the hole. This is a new skin. I'm almost certain of it.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is nice.
Smoky.
This is pretty enjoyable right here. Yeah. Oh. The guy who always does these highlights is crack. It's fantastic.
You think it's a real person?
Oh, yeah. Dang.
Ooh,
That's pretty cool.
spooky. I do love
into
me
that.
a good Oni.
I'm into that. What do we got going here? Are we almost ready? Oh. All right, looks like Texas is going to be the spot. The location of this cross-nation showdown. In the Olympics, it's Canada versus the U.S., and here in Valorant, it is no different. It will continue to be Canada versus U.S., only no gold on the line, so you can consider this one the round robin for now.
Yeah. University of Delaware. This will be a fun one. This will be an absolute fun one.
Well, we'll see how aware the guys from Delaware can be when it comes to mid-game shenanigans. I'm looking forward to it, and things are going to be underway with Pearl being the first map, and so we'll pull up a little skeleton of that map to take a peek at.
Yeah.
Pearl, one of my more favorite maps. Two very direct ways into SAIT unless you're going to be fighting mid. So it looks like Trojans are going to get the nod towards defending first, which is, you know, not too big of an issue on Pearl. I think if you can do this right, you can choke out the sites very easily. So this can be a defender-sided map. It looks like we got Botfrag and Ian going for a pair of Sentinels, which on a two-site map could be very beneficial. We may have a showdown of Astras, as maybe Ian swapping maybe potentially towards the controller side of things maybe a little more. Santa holding firm on the fade. Sky holding steady on the Waylay as well. Looks like Katewin might be locking in that Yoru. I played with Yoru a little bit today, and he feels very underwhelming.
Okay.
Went through a couple nerfs, and at least compared to what I felt like you could do with him before, I felt like you could really outthink people with the utility, but he feels very restrictive.
Yeah.
Oh, and there was an update as well while we were gone, so nobody's playing him right now, but looking to standardize things a little bit more across ranked play, Riot went ahead and added some buffs to Gecko, the Pokemon trainer.
Right, yes.
So all his little globules, his reclaimable throwables, all increased in timing, so you can recollect your guys and throw them a little bit quicker, as well as the green molly, that splash of acid on the ground, that's now reclaimable as well, so you can pick that back up. And in terms of, as far as I'm concerned, probably the only rechargeable molly, I'm pretty sure, in the game right now. So.
All right.
But a non-factor, as nobody decided to pick him, so we don't have to worry about that this evening.
There we go.
Couple of high 300 levels on the other side, and Skywalk in that Nocturne Classic. I like that. Enjoyable. So we got our team, the enemy team. They're going to have a meeting out in Spawn. That works for me.
What was that magic wand? Was that replacing somebody's knife?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, who was that?
I thought someone had an update.
Oh,
I
there
thought
it
a
is.
character had an update for a second, but
No,
nope.
no. Shelb's got the whole pink out set going. I gotta respect that.
There you go.
Shelb rocking the... Oh, a little sheer wall pretty early ahead, too, and it looks like we may have Uni Delaware folks lined up, maybe potentially towards a little bit of mid-pressure. Jade looked like they might be going for a peek here. Ian's playing a little bit far back. Santa's got probably the closest angle in terms of people that are going to get ran into first. Oh, and me using the controls to follow the throwable, pretty impressive if you do say so myself. We got a good look at where that haunt was, but it was destroyed. So yeah, somebody's done his research. Last week.
There you go. Benny's great on the mic and the cameraman.
There's a big one. We got action unfolding now. People pushing towards the Fade here. Fade sitting over here, and Art and Link just on the other side. Turning their back now. Good patience here out of Santa.
Spike planted.
Some kills there. Jade makes their kill. Botfrag peeks out into 3 people. Trying to take some shots, and Sylv picks one up. Now you have Skyview and Beto waiting just outside. Beto, remember, coming in with that Immortal, and Ian gets one from behind as well, and he's traded out nicely by Jade, who's having themselves a round. Jade
Last
pops
player
out.
standing.
Nice kill out of Jade and a follow-up and a 4K for Jade. And incredible work with the Miss Bloom fan. And so first round done and dealt with.
Wow. Yeah, Jade up there getting those 4 unanswered kills really quick over there. Now SAIT's a bit on the back foot. Looks like they might be doing a bit of a save round here. Yeah, they ain't buying nothing.
Yeah, the second round can be very difficult. You're essentially forced to use classics.
Yeah.
Fun fact, in the last 4 games of Valorant I played, I dropped first round every time.
Hey.
So I'm very familiar with the strategy that the Trojans find themselves in right now, which is put your head down, try and sneak at least 1 kill out of this. If you get flawless, you get flawless. We're very early in the game. So barriers down here, and I'm going to make my co-host do a couple of jumping jacks so we can get the lights back on in here. And Sylv is put through with a lot of pressure. Beto in good position, however. That haunt was thrown. I didn't necessarily get a chance to switch it over. Ian now has a view on Sky, but Sky view now alone. In a 1v4 situation, Santa gets the lone kill for the Trojans, so anytime you can disrupt the eco, always a personal victory, and a headshot to follow up as Sky came up big with a classic kill. That was a nice little headshot.
Yeah, great shot, especially after the especially after that slide, right? Like tracking that character there, following him all the way down for the slide, and still managing to get that headshot with the just classic, the great, and didn't panic. I know you see sometimes you see characters or players when they're faced, looking down 3 or 4 other people, you just freeze, right? You don't know where to aim. We've seen that before as well, where players are just taking their time, picking off one person at a time instead of trying to go for too many, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I've noticed out of the Trojans, they're very split up here, and so exercising the benefit of a couple 1v1s here are the Uni of Delaware, the Sphinx, early taking advantage. We're going to get a smoke thrown here, and it looks like the point of first contact may just come towards bot frag here, but bit of a group up here towards the double doors, so they would find themselves in B-Link, facing Ian first. Ian has his smoke out, but he's well out of the way. Now, on the other side,
Bring them down.
voices being heard, and nice kill out of Santa. That's an opening one there. Trying to see if anybody else could potentially be running into trouble. Gong had to shoot down the Prowler, so potentially giving up their position to Ian. Santa doing well with the util so far. And a slow, methodical round here. Gong pops out, gets one. Ian with the cleanup. Bot frag with one on Jade as well. Swapping over to bot frag. He's trying to shoot through the smoke. Shelb makes her way through.
Did he? Oh, he did.
Shelb saw. Shelb spotted,
30
but
seconds left.
not spotting bot frag, and so now.
One
Oh,
wow.
and Santa came through as well.
planted.
Santa with the trade. Shelb gets some nice poke damage there. Haunt thrown, but no info gained, and Shelb in a little bit of trouble here. Shelb pops out in a nice kill from Santa, who's got their third of the game and improves to 4-2, and Trojans are able to convert on the bonus round.
Yeah, great job getting on that bonus round there. We're watching the KDAs. They're sitting at 4-2,
This
4-2.
is the complementary knives to that pistol we were looking at as well. That was really nice. See if Santa will pull them out again.
But yeah, ults are getting up there now. Looks like we're going to have maybe a couple different ults here. Some shields being bought by the Sphinxes. They're full shielded up. SAIT still a little bit on the back foot when it comes to the cash.
Yeah, looks like the Sphinx had 2 rounds there to build up the prices a little bit, and so the only person not able to pick anything up was bot frag, it looked like. Nice throw here. It's a nice view from Jade. So at least a little bit of info gained there for the Trojans. They know that somebody's approaching. That clone is caught and tagged.
Shadows
Ian fully aware that he could be getting pressed here. Now Scott or Sylv and Shelb on the outside of this double door towards A-Link. They're going to swap it over for maybe a push towards the art gallery here.
SAIT doing such a good job of just taking their time. There's no
They're
point.
so patient here.
Yeah. I would get antsy.
Beto's been steady with the jump peak. He's got a Yoru quickly approaching. Katewin, one of the first to view here. And then finding themselves in a rock and a hard place is bot frag, as he's got players on the left and right hand side. Couldn't catch that throwable, was me. Players will push through. Here's a blind prepared from Ian. Ian doesn't see the player to his right, however. Caitlyn has a potential good view on him and will. So now players flooding onto the site. Nice kill there out of Santa.
30 seconds left.
Helping out bot frag there. We'll swap over with Sky, who's getting pushed by Sylv here. Sylv cutting the pie, but not well enough. Tosses one through. Nice work from Sky. Excellent work. That was the refract there doing all the work. Now the light speed, or sorry, that was the refract that was just used. So get themselves out of danger, and now stuck on site is Santa.
Yeah.
He's caught here with 40+ seconds on the hunt. He gets taken out from behind, and now Caitlyn with a follow-up as well. That was nicely done.
Yeah.
And Caitlyn with an exclamation point on the round improves to 7-2. And Vito, the Immortal 1, having a bit of a tough start at 0-3, but 3 assists.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Something you want to see out of your controller for sure is at least damage done or assists.
Yeah.
Especially on the Astra. Sorry, please.
No. Do you get the assist for, like, if someone gets killed in your smoke or if someone gets killed after one of your stuns?
Stuns and blinds, not smokes.
Okay, good to know.
So very possible that Vito could be farming up the assist through good utility use, completely and utterly possible. And now it looks like we have a big conglomeration of people over towards A, and it looks like Santa will be the first one on. We'll get another view here, and unfortunately not the view I was looking for, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Santa with those delicious melees. Love that. This is my Phantom as well, actually.
Ooh. You digging the red and black camo?
Yeah. Something about this just makes me feel a little more locked in now. Getting hit with the nightfall, and Santa's going to try and slow things down. Players on every which way, and gets his primary taken away as well. And bot frag behind the smoke. Trying to recover. Sylv takes him out.
Wow.
Skyview now alone in a massive University of Delaware players all over the site like ants on a picnic.
Yeah, that was just some point-and-click adventure there. Point and click and end that person.
Absolutely. Skyview in now. One kill from Vito. Oh my goodness, and just surgical with it are the Sphinx, and they'll improve to 4-1. The Trojans back to the drawing board as they'll look to have a more airtight defensive round, and it looks like the economy is going to get in the way of doing that.
Yeah, being on the back foot this far, just not getting those kills, and then just losing those guns in between every round. They got to rebuy every single round, right?
Yeah, it's tough when you can't string the wins together like the Sphinx are doing, because the economy becomes a bit of an issue, but sometimes when you're forced to buy less weapons, it changes your playstyle. And maybe a change in playstyle is exactly what these Trojans need.
Yeah.
Kind of looking for success. Early thrown, and just on cue, Vito comes in with the kill. Shelp follows up with 2, bot frag. Shelp follows up with a triple, however. Ian trying to hit a couple shots, and that save round will be about as quick as they come.
Yeah.
As players just decide to meet through mid, and now we'll have a meeting of the minds to discuss what we're going to do next. And just like that, players are fully kitted up and ready to go, except for Ian, who decides to go with the regen shield.
Okay. Yeah, that was a very quick round there.
Yeah, throwing down some stars early as Beto. It was a very quick round.
Yeah, with such a quick round there, yeah, what do you do if you're SAIT? I mean, they just decided to push middle, and
they were having good success with the slow play. When they get forced into these early interactions, they're not getting the most out of it, and so making the right adjustment here early, as they've kind of backed off these early shots, and now Sky is going to choose to use the ultimate here, anticipating a bunch of people, but unfortunately it's going to be a burn and turn. Ian now just on the other side of these double doors, and the other thing the Sphinx are doing correctly is moving as a 5-man unit. It's very difficult as defenders because you're spread across the map in order to not give up any free space. But then, more often than not, you're in a 2v1, 3v1 situation at these choke points. I mean, holding down the site here all alone is Sky, and they're going to have people pushing very short here.
I'll handle
Caitlyn
this.
going to use that dimensional drift. Caitlyn all the way in. That fast lane used. Neon taken out early. Now hitting their own utility with Sky. They won't be able to recover, unfortunately. Ian with one. He's going to get taken out. Shot through the smoke. Tries to follow up. However, he's hit with the blind. The Prowler doing good work. Now Jay gets taken out. Ian, what a recovery.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. I thought Ian was done for there for sure. Good work out of the Omen. Nice damage done to Caitlyn, who helping take the followed up by Botfrag. Botfrag now on Shell. Follows up. Now Gong just on the other side of the alleyway here. Botfrag takes a look, and Gong with the follow-up. That was a nice duel. And Botfrag heating up at the right time as he improves to 4 and 7.
Yeah, as some more ultimates are lining up here. We got 3 of them set up for SAIT here, so we should expect a little bit more of a push. But once again, they're back to buying all brand new guns.
Yeah, and this we'll take a look at this ultimate, a little bit of a refresher for those at home. Lockdown is the ultimate available here, so once it's fired and deployed, the device detains all enemies caught on the radius, which can be very helpful for defense, either on a site retake to give yourself some time to defuse the bomb, or maybe to slow down a big push, because like we said before, we're seeing a lot of 5-man pushes out of the University of Delaware, but taking some early space here. Skyview, we'll stick on with them here for just a moment. They'll take out the clone, just missed the clone actually, and so Caitlin's gonna pop in and take a look, and unfortunately, just a hardware difference there as Caitlin cleans up with the Vandal.
Taking that back.
Ian takes out one, gets hit with the Prowler, and Gong there with the follow-up, and so a nice trade there for the Sphinx.
Yeah, it's these Sphinx walking around in full stacks. Right?
Yeah, the Honk thrown and taken out by Santa, so he's in a 2v1 situation, potentially 3 as Caitlin rolls up onto the scene. Jade around the other side, taking a shot, some damage given, but not enough. Beto alone.
Yeah, playing from the back foot like this is going to be difficult, but SAIT is making...
smokes thrown up, Caitlin. Oh, and the gun barrel seen, but Beto unable to convert on what was a 2v1 situation, and converting on the extra people are the University of Delaware. And like you said, very difficult in those situations when you can't get the ball rolling. And speaking of ball rolling, that's the 5th win in a row for the University of Delaware. So we'll look for the Trojans to recenter themselves, potentially get back to that slower, methodical game, and maybe employ a bit of a buddy system.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them pair up, and it looks like they're actually doing just that as we get people playing with their fidget spinners. However, Beto is working this B-Link area with
blocking vision.
Ian. However, it's going to be a full-on rush, and Trojans left the B site wide open.
Uh-oh.
Face your
It'll
fear.
be an easy take. Ultimate burned for the University, and now the Trojans have at least 3 people preparing to come through on yeah, hit the shear that's unfortunately unavoidable, because that is an indestructible wall.
No.
Gong and Jade will be there to investigate. They're not sure how many people will be here, but the bomb is down and going. Wow, and a nice opening kill from Beto. Jade picks up a pair, and he's taken up by Beto as well. Now Beto alone here with Botfrag. Shelb just behind the wall there. We'll take a look at where people are aiming. Botfrag gets hit with the flash, had to avoid, and there's people at the top as well, as Caitlin went all the way around, or sorry, not Caitlin, Sylv went all the way around to get a couple shots from behind as well, and now the Trojans have their back up against the wall here, we'll have to admit, but 8-1, and Trojans doing an excellent job of at least keeping the numbers even, as that one came down to only a 3v1.
Yeah, it seems like every single match has been down to the last 2 or the last 3 people. We've had a lot of 1v1s, and it looks like SAIT coach Only Odin is pulling a timeout here. Hopefully going to recenter the guys, recenter the whole team, get everything back together. If you are Only Odin, the SAIT's coach, what are you telling the team right now?
I'm going to say, look, on a technical level, we can hang with these guys. We're getting kills, we're getting picks. You guys are doing an excellent job of landing shots, and so I think it just becomes a matter of not getting overwhelmed, making sure that you're taking more even fights, like ones that could be only in a 1v1 situation, which is obviously easier said than done. I mean, when you're defending, you kind of have to play the round on the attacker's page of things, but I think instilling some extra confidence in the players, because they are not getting outgunned by any sense of the term, doing a great job of keeping things close, and so I think it's about not maintaining course, but at least staying confident and making sure that you believe in your abilities.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we're watching these, and the SAIT is getting the picks when they can. But yeah, being on the back foot, at least
when they can get kills.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We've seen a couple beautiful shots out of multiple players. Beto and Ian strike me as a couple that have been very impressive early. Shelb and company here to potentially take a look. Skyview one of the first people here, and Shelb got a look at them. Smoke goes down to try and slow things down, and multiple players for the university make their way through. Ian hits the blind, didn't hit the player, however, and hitting the nice slide there was Neon, and pops out the other side, so Sylv with 2. And unfortunate for Skyview there, who is just kind of in a pinched position.
Yeah.
Spike
Maybe
planted.
in these situations, you may want to potentially try and play for more of a retake.
Wow.
Caitlyn makes no mistake on that one.
Last player
Ridiculous shot at a
standing.
Caitlyn now. Santa's job to try and slow things down, and he will with the pair. And Sylv and Shelb will have to rebuy their kits, but with 9K, I mean,
Yeah.
it's doable. But for the Trojans, good momentum builders. You get a couple kills on the save round, and hopefully now we can have a bit of a hardware upgrade. As yeah, we'll see some Vandals and Phantoms bot.
Nice. We are getting close to the switch, so with 4 alts on both teams already, I expect we'll see a few different alts getting dumped here or the next round for sure.
Yeah, I would expect a pretty insane round coming up here, so just be ready. We're going to have a lot of utility used right off the bat, and we got 4 or 5 University of Delaware players right on the side of Skyview here. Or actually, no, we don't. Pardon me, I'm looking at the wrong side. That's actually going to be Santa running into people first. Caitlyn comes in and picks up a kill through the smoke. Caitlyn in a little bit of trouble as potentially they're in a smidgen too deep. Caitlyn backs up. The reverse used. Nicely done there. A couple prowlers thrown out to try and slow things down, and Jade and company forced to give the site back up a little bit, and Trojans will conglomerate just on the back site here for A. Jade and Caitlyn leading the charge. Unfortunately, the dimensional drift. Oh, and Santa picks up the straggling Jade. Catches Caitlyn as well. Couldn't get the throwable cam on that one. Follows up with a couple
One
of kills.
enemy remaining.
Santa with 1 as well. We'll pop back on with him.
Couple blind shots through the smoke there.
Yeah, a couple great smoke kills in for the Trojans. This is exactly what you needed out of a defensive round, just making things a little bit tougher on the enemy team. Not giving up sights so easily. And now, on the other side of things, nice throw there.
30 seconds left.
Ian waiting on the other side. And Beto follows up with the kill, and the Trojans are back in.
With a flawless.
And a flawless to follow up as
Absolutely.
well. And so,
Fantastic.
momentum builder, if nothing else.
Yeah, and SAIT still has more alts, right? They only ended up using that one control alt there. So.
They still have 3, which is exactly
Yeah.
what they had going into the last round. And if you'll notice, the University of Delaware only coming in with 2, and so they got the dividing wall, and Sylv potentially with the game changer, as we'll pull that one up, the overdrive, which allows Neon to channel the power into a deadly lightning beam with high movement accuracy, which can spell a nightmare for the rest of the Valorant players who are playing a precise gunplay game. Ultimates get burned.
Oh, there was that laser.
Gets caught by a couple. Skyview picks up 1. Beto in a good position here. Saw the gun barrel of Caitlyn, but decides to back up. Beto going back and forth.
These ults really do change the whole map. The utilities too,
Spike
right?
planted.
Yeah, absolutely. In a 2v3 situation, Beto still has their ult. And what is a final situation
no
now? The
idea
lockdown, and nice work from Beto. And now because of the lockdown, Gong and company are forced to exit the zone. They'll try and aim for the bomb planter, but they won't get it. He's pulled off by the utility. Halfway. They're throwing in another one. He's stunned. Will he get it? He will. Clutch play.
Wow.
Gong now in the smoke. Will he survive? He will. Or will he?
Switching
He will.
sides.
Nice work out of the Trojans to make it 9-3, and our avid Valorant players at home know 9-3 is a score you don't want to see when you're winning.
Yeah.
The 9-3 curse is real, but it all depends on how this round goes right here.
Yeah, I mean, going into the halftime in any sport with just that little bit of a goal, right? If you're playing hockey, even if you're down 3-2, you got that last minute too, right?
It makes a big difference, so they should be feeling themselves here, and it looks like it's going to be a full SAIT push towards A. However, on the other side, you got Sylv and Caitlyn's been a big player for them, coming in 16-5. So
wow.
Caitlyn going to be the one to stop here. You know what? We'll spend 1 round on with the defenders. We'll see what Caitlyn's got for us. As 2 players will go to meet them. The Prowler catches some enemies. Skyview gets popped. Skyview taken out by Sylv. Santa had to back up a little bit, and Caitlyn and still doing the right thing. They got that pick and backed up. Shelb picks up a pair, however. Shelb on the other side of things pushed through Art and picked up a pair. So nicely done by them. And now Jade in a bit of a battle here with Santa 0404. Santa in this classic battle. Neither player doing enough to hit their shots. Santa finally falls to Jade.
Down mid.
And now Shelb with the follow-up pickup, and so
The flawless defense.
they did what the Trojans were trying to do, and that's get a ton of 1v1 situations going.
Yeah.
I didn't see a single kind of group up the way we saw the Delaware players force onto the Trojans, and so we'll see what SAIT can do a little bit differently as they prepare for a bit of a mid push, and I'm not too sure if Delaware is going to see this one coming. They got a couple players still messing around in their own spawn. It looks like it's going to be Jade and Gong who are going to make their way over to A and potentially a 3B2A situation. Ian has the angle on Jade but doesn't know it. Couldn't catch the throw of the haunt. Skyview's going to come through, uses the light switch to gain some positions. Will clear the corner with that saturate. Skyview now just inside. Pop on through, can't see anything yet. Shots through the smoke. Trying to follow up there, Jade with the kill. Now here's Bob Frag popping out. Ian follows up with one. And now here's Vito. Vito with Sil, trying to land the shots, get damaged. Gong and Ian with the trade, and now it's a 2v2 situation. Ian pops out. Now on the other side here, Santa, and I couldn't switch over fast enough as it was a back and forth battle all the way through, and it went down to the last man.
Yeah, SAIT took it down to the single last person there, right at the defense. But you look at those KDAs: 16 and 6, 15 and 8, 12 and 7. Then you finally get down to the fourth player at even, which is absolutely fantastic. It's what you want to see from your team.
Even your fourth place guys going positive, which can be a symbol of a team firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
But not for
lack of trying. I mean, SAIT has been keeping every round too. The last two, the last one. So we'll see what happens here on this one. Looks like both teams are doing just a little bit of buying, but not a lot. No one has any money, right?
Yeah, it looks like a bit more of a hardware nod for Delaware. We're just going to all agree to meet out in mid, it looks like. 2 kills. Oh, man, back and forth everywhere.
It is the Wild West out here.
Goodness.
Holy smokes.
Teams agreeing to duke it out in mid. And they do just that. As University of Delaware will get the better of that Western showdown. And
yeah.
Match point here for this first game of 2 here tonight. We just want to take this moment to remind you folks, we're not done. There will be another game going live just at about 7 o'clock. We'll stand by for whatever the potential matchup is, but we're in the Swiss format of this next regular season, which means we will have another game for you.
Yeah, the Swiss rounds are best of 1, and then moving forward in the playoffs, we believe it's going to be best of 3.
Correct, and there'll be a full SAIT push here towards B-Long. This is exciting.
Checking out there in heaven, seeing if anybody's up there. No one is.
Yeah, all 3 of the Delaware players are on the right-hand side.
There's just a whole encampment of utilities.
Nobody's taken off this first peak, which is brave work.
Oh, that was a bot.
Yeah, bot gets taken out. Surgical move there. Caitlyn is approaching very carefully here. Caitlyn potentially under the idea that there's nobody here as some of the Trojans players begin to back up slow. Couldn't catch the haunt. Not a terrible move.
Slow play again. SAIT splitting up.
Yeah, Trojans trying to bait out a couple of these 1v1s, but University of Delaware are wise. They're not biting on any of these slow movements, and a couple of the other players look absolutely stuck. Oh, I'm ready. Throw it, Santa. I'm ready, man. I'll catch it.
30 seconds left.
We're already at the 30-second mark. Not a single bullet fired so far.
Wow.
Here it is. Ready? Bang. Oh, my goodness. A little aggressive there. My apologies. Bot frag in, and we're going to have a SAIT execute. Caitlyn, Jade picks up 1. Jade taken out. 2 kills each way. 3 players on site. Bot frag with 1. Vito with another.
Left.
10 seconds. Bomb planted. Nice work here. Vito's on the other side of the player. He doesn't know it. Coming down long. Now
One
it's only
enemy
Neon left.
remaining.
1v1 situation. Can Vito win this for his team? It's match point.
Pulling them in.
Silva's going to hit the halfway mark on the defuse. Gets pulled off by the utility. Another one thrown in. Silva gets taken out, and Vito through the box.
Nice.
Confirms for the Trojans.
Good job on Beto there. Took their time, used their utilities because those things respawn in between rounds. Yeah, just use all the resources that were available for them. And way to extend this game. One more round. You get to use those ults now. You get the guys pumped up. And it looks like we're going to be doing some partial buys for both teams as well.
Santa and Beto available, and we'll have one more buy. Sky also available to do potential half buy here. We'll see how that works out. And Trojans gearing up for another, what is going to be a potentially A push here.
And they're stacking up.
Waiting for this haunt to be thrown. Switch to the right player. There it is. Just want to be able to catch this. That clone gets shot upon. So taking no prisoners are the Trojans here early.
There.
Santa still has
You
his
should
haunt
run.
available. That lockdown is going to get used, and so Trojans will force a couple of the players out.
Find you.
That haunt doesn't catch anybody, but you saw some people there at backside. Trojans are going to try and push forward. Lots of things happening on the screen. Bot frag is in. The ultimate use gave them the site. Now there's 5 players,
Spike
5
planted.
Trojans on the site. Vito's going to be one of the first people to catch someone here, it looks like. However, on the other side, here's Sylv. Sylv is approaching Santa.
Here we go.
Santa hit it. Didn't see one. Catches Jade. Neon taken out by Vito. Santa has his ult available as well. Players being taken out every which way. Shell pops out and is taken out by Ian.
My ultimate is ready.
Vito still available here. In a 4v1 situation, here's Gong. Gong's going to try and change the story. They know exactly where he is, though. Gong pops out, and he's taken out by Sky. Excellent work. Trojans with another one, and it's 12-5.
There we go, 12-5. They are making it work. They are pushing their advantages now. And yeah, look at that for the first time. Delaware is on the back foot. They don't have the money for these full buys. We're gonna see what SAIT gets to do with the gun advantage.
This is such an important round because the Delaware team is forcing here too, because like losing that round, I can't imagine you had a lot of money to start with, but then buying the $800 sheriff, the $1,100 stinger, if they lose this one, they could be in a compromised financial position.
I'll find you.
We'll see what they have for us.
Still waiting. Bring them down.
That haunt doesn't find any info, but the Prowler does. Is they're able to push Caitlyn back. Caitlyn had to use the
Later.
teleport to get themselves out of trouble. So SAIT taking a ton of space through mid here. And then if you look at this, Sylv being oh so sneaky, pushing way up.
Oh,
This
he's
could
gonna be
be
almost in their
dangerous.
spawn for a second.
No, absolutely. We're going to keep an eye on Sylv. That clone gets pushed through and nobody bites. So potentially sending the message that, hey, mid's free, come on in, come check it out.
Someone threw a haunt there, but it got taken out.
Yeah, that Prowler didn't
Prowler.
find anybody. And now Sylv with a potential chance to do something wild. Trojans are moving too fast to get caught, however. Sylv doing the right thing, keeping quiet. Sylv in a position, gets caught by the turret. No response from bot frag, however. That C's didn't catch anybody. Ian's first one on, haunt thrown, but no value gained. Bot frag is going to get bombed down here.
Lights down.
Ian's going to back up, and he's going to happen right upon the body of Sylv. And we're going to see who's going to catch who here. Sylv throws up the fast lane, and now multiple players stuck
Last
in.
player
Jade gets
standing.
taken out. Only one guy remains. Here's Caitlyn now. Caitlyn with a couple of shots on Ian.
Last player standing.
Caitlyn gets
Here's
two.
Santa. Oh, Caitlyn with a third.
Oh,
that's match.
wow.
If they can get the defuse here, that'll be it. That's insane work out of Caitlyn. Clutch triple with the
What
sheriff.
a clutch.
And that is game. Oh my
Defenders
goodness.
win.
What a
Wow. Wow, that was a very exciting finish.
me when the
Didn't
world
go the
ends
way
again.
that SAIT wanted,
I
but
hate
hey, if you're going to end a game, what a way to end it with a pistol finish like that. 3-on-1. Absolutely crazy.
Absolutely. What a fantastic play out of Caitlyn there. So in this I almost said ACAC. In this NACE season, you keep an eye out for Caitlyn, who comes through with a 21, 8, and 9. And so like we mentioned to you guys before, we'll have another game shortly in about an hour and 15 minutes. And so Jamie and I are going to take a minute. We'll refuel. We will catch you guys up on the next possible matchup that we have. And we'll have more Valorant action for you within the next 2 hours. So don't you go anywhere. We will be right back. Thank you so much for joining us.